nothing magical about 82 games. Doris, what do you read into that?
I read nothing more than the leadership that Adam Silver is about. And seems to me that the NBA is one of the most proactive professional sports leagues in the world. And by that I mean, Kevin, they will evaluate every aspect of their business. If they believe it's advantageous to make change, then they will go to their competition committee, they will go to their ownership committees, and they will make whatever change they believe is for the ultimate good of the game. And that's exactly what you'd hope for.
Personally, 82 games, in your opinion, what do you think?
You know what, Kevin, it can be a little bit of a grind, but there is money at stake, and obviously that's a difficult thing for owners to come up and over. The players would have to want to give some money back. So listen, 82 games is long, but what happens, I don't know.
And so in the game for the Magic, Gordon down low with Bamba next to him. Markelle Fultz out there with DJ Augustin, and it's Ross in at small forward. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, the Orlando Magic has struggled to find difference-making players in the draft or in free agency. Their goal is to get younger but get better at the same time. And it's difficult to do, even in the Eastern Conference, but Orlando is determined to get this right. Kevin?
And the journey continues for them and a lot of teams. DA, thank you.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Now here is Augustine. D right on him. Pass to Fultz. Kicks to Ross. 6 to shoot. From deep. And it's Devin Booker with the rebound. Suns leading by 18. Inside, here's Jackson. Count the basket. Jackson's got 4 points this quarter.
Well, I love watching Josh Jackson try to fend off the defense. Refuses to be bothered by the contact.
Tries to keep it alive. Stolen by Jackson. And AI throws it down.
Yeah, sprinting end to end, but under control. That's the key.
No, exactly right, Greg. You can't go too fast. He pulled that off in brilliant fashion.
That's not right.
Now here's Fultz, defended by Booker. Fultz with the ball. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game.
Well, Steve Clifford takes over here in Orlando, and of course he is known for his frankness and his disciplined approach to the game. You think about Clifford's teams, they rarely make unforced errors and are some of the best at minimizing their own mistakes.
That free throw missing. And for Clifford, his job in Orlando, Doris, will be to develop the skills of his very young core.
That is correct, and he'll try to get this young group to play intelligently, minimize turnovers. You remember he once famously said the NBA isn't about winning, it's about winning in the playoffs.
And they're just dominating on both ends, and it's reflected now in the score.
No, absolutely, Greg. They're absolutely rolling in sync totally on both the offensive and defensive ends.
And Augustine kicks to Ross. Passes it to Bamba. Augustine with it. Just 5 to shoot. It's deflected. Out of bounds as Orlando keeps possession.
Yeah, you go for the steal, but at least you do get the deflection.
Well, Greg, you make them reset their offense, right? It's disrupting their rhythm.
No one near Fultz as he lets it go.
Boy, the way he's been going, he is not going to be the guy to turn this around.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far. Oh, and a nice job of turning that miss into 2 points on the tip in.
Hustle points, I believe they call them. Hustle points right there. 29 seconds left in the second quarter. Orlando's gotten into trouble with the 3 ball in the second quarter.
No, he did not.
And Fultz is a great dunker. Makes high-octane slams look effortless.
Back to AI. Oh, that's blocked. And that's out of bounds. Phoenix will retain possession. 15 seconds left in the first half of the game. Outside for Jackson. And there's the pass to Warren. AI with it. He's guarded by Ross. To the middle. Just 3 on the clock. And some nice defense there to end the quarter. And so it's Phoenix riding high with a 23-point lead heading into the break. Defensively, they have gotten after it, contesting every shot going up. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Kevin, thanks. Here with Coach Steve Clifford. Steve, what's the focus going into the second half?
The big thing is they've got so much offense, and they have so many guys who come in and score. You got to play every possession defensively, and it's got to be every single possession.
Coach, thanks very much for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. DeAndre Ayton has been sensational.
And how about that? Already through 2 quarters and some change, he's got a double-double.
I'll tell you, he took over the game in that first half, Greg. They really have got to find a way to slow this guy down.
Booker and Warren on the perimeter. Richaun Holmes out there with Ayton. And it's Patrick in at the 1 spot. That's who's out there for Phoenix. Phoenix leading by 23. Booker outside. Over Gordon. A nice shot by Booker. Booker's got the first bucket of the third here for Phoenix.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim. And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Patrick passes to Ayton. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. 6 on the shot clock. Booker looking around. That 3 off the mark. The Magic shooting about 33%. Not happy with their play on that end. Ross dishes to Bamba. He kicks to Augustine. Goes back up. He can't hit that time. The Suns go the other way with it.
Boy, what a cold start to the second half for them. Just 1 for 4 from the field so far.
And that one's good, Ayton.
And he's just bullying his way around the paint. Ayton with those broad shoulders and that great strength.
The Suns front office have said it's time to raise the bar. Doris, the rebuild can go on only so long. They don't want a losing mentality to set in.
Well, we've heard this before, Kevin, right? The open letter to fans in 2016 promising to turn it around. But in the end, it's not about words. It's about wins.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agenda.
AI can't hit. For Orlando, they've gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. Isaac kicks to Ross. The feed now to Augustine. That's tipped.
I'll tell you, if he keeps missing shots, it's going to be a tough night to try to trim this lead.
Pass to AI. Stolen by Gordon. And stolen by AI. Here's Ayton. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And this is what the schedule looks like coming up for Phoenix. On Sunday, they'll go up against LeBron James and the Los Angeles Lakers. And then on Tuesday, they'll tip off a homestand starting with the Sacramento Kings.
And for the matchup with the Heat, it's the second game of a back-to-back, and you know they're going to be feeling the effects of it. Playing that much basketball in that short amount of time really takes a toll.
Free throw drops for Ayton. Doris, for rookies, beyond skill, what attributes do you think they need to have an early shot at success?
Yeah, I think one of the things that you always wonder about, and one of the great players in history, Kevin Garnett, talks about the impact that other older players had on him. Sam Mitchell, when he first arrived in the league, they taught him the work habits necessary to succeed at a high level. So the first thing you'd have to have is commitment to work. And the second thing is the right temperament. An NBA season spans 82 games over 6 months. There will inevitably be ups and downs. And how do you weather both of those things, Kevin?
And Augustine kicks to Grant. Once again off the mark, Orlando. Phoenix has gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. And AI gets it to go.
Oh, that's a terrific pass. Ayton, with the advanced skill level, he's just going to get better with time.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
You think about the Orlando Magic and how difficult things were from a rebounding perspective last year. Dead last in defensive rebounding percentage. Listen, if you can't close out possessions, you are digging your own grave in the NBA.
No good on the free throw. And Doris, when you look at the Magic roster, you think they'd be better at rebounding.
Well, I think, Kevin, a lot of people assume when you have big bodies that rebounding necessarily follows. The reality is there's an art to rebounding the basketball. And there were struggles across the board for this team. Let's make no mistake. Whether it was offensively, whether it was the rebounding that you made note of, there are a lot of areas that this team and organization needs to address.
Here's Patrick. Doesn't get it to drop for him. And it's the Magic taking it the other way. Now here is Augustine. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 11 points a game. To the inside, Holmes with the steal. Stolen by Grant. To the right side. Birch kicks to Isaac. Shot clock at 6. Now here is Augustine. He's guarded by AI.
He's trying to make something happen, but obviously been a tough quarter.
Just Mr. Reliable again here today, Kevin. I mean, they need his points, and he's producing.
And here's Grant. He'll bring it up for the Orlando Magic. Pass to Augustine. Shot to stop the run, and it's Ayton with the rebound. For Phoenix, they've gone 4 of 9 from the floor so far in the third. Hattrick, good, and a nice assist from Booker. Booker's got 4 assists now tonight.
What a phenomenal quarter from the field. A great shooting percentage, excellent shots. This is really well done.
Now here's Vucevic, guarded closely. Booker against Grant. There's another block.
A defensive stalwart so far.
The Suns have been shooting right around 75% at the line, 9 of 12 so far.
And 74% has been the mark for them on the season thus far.
Daniels, no good on the free throw.
And missing opportunities here to extend that lead at the free throw line this half.
Grant kicks to Ross. Grant against Booker. Back to Ross. Just 5 on the clock. Augustine in the corner. Out of bounds. Phoenix will take possession.
Ouch, that's a wasted possession. Got to shake it off and forget it happened, guys.
There's 31 seconds left here in the third quarter. Here's Patrick to the inside. Stolen by Bamba. Ross kicks to Grant. Trying to end the drought. Tries again. And the basket by Gordon. Gordon's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
Well, at 6'9", great athlete, Aaron Gordon can be a problem on the glass.
Hattrick laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Exactly the shot they were looking for on that possession. The easy one down low.
Right side, Gordon. Over Warren. No good with the wing jumper. And so it's the Phoenix Suns finishing the quarter up by a whopping 24 points. Their defense has been terrific in this game. Back right after this. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates, Greg. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. The Magic shooting just 33%, struggling to get good looks. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this fourth quarter. And so in the game for the Magic, Gordon down low with Bamba next to him. DJ Augustine out there with Grant. And it's Ross in at the 3, the small forward.
Hey, the defense is content to let him prove he can make that shot. And so far, he cannot.
Back to AI. Augustine with the steal. Tries from 16. And it's Ayton with the rebound.
Well, you see the struggles he's having getting anything to go.
Yeah, I mean, he's obviously cold right now, but he's trying to find that rhythm. You've got to keep working.
Richaun Holmes, he's checked in for Daniels. And a change for the Magic. Isaac's checked in. Warren against Ross. Rebound by the Suns. Warren's got 5 rebounds tonight. And AI throws it down.
Well, this is one aspect you'd like to see more of from T.J. Warren. We know he's a great scorer. Pretty dime there.
Augustine with it, working on AI. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And it's 9 points for Mohamed Bamba.
I'll tell you, somebody on the defensive end has got to step in and try to get a body on him there.
Here's Ayton, and Ayton throws it down.
Yeah, just proving how fast he can heat up. Once Ayton finds that rhythm, he is going to work.
The Magic have gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. Ross against Warren. And Augustine kicks to Isaac. They get a hand on it, but they get it back. And Bamba now top of the key. 6 on the shot clock. Now here's Ross. Not a lot of room.
Tremendous effort. I mean, this guy has already cracked double digits on the backboards.
You know, and a lot of it comes down to great fundamentals. Establishing position early, controlling the carom.
Looking to get back on track here. That's in. Augustine with the assist.
You know, you have to like that he's still getting quality touches and delivering now after getting blanked in the first half.
Here's Patrick to Holmes. AI outside. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Up top, Warren. He's covered by Isaac.
Go inside.
The Suns need to get a shot off. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. Ayton's got 4 this quarter.
Well, you've got to look at this guy's shooting as one of the main reasons they've been able to build this lead.
Ross. Terrence Ross, Doris, one of the more athletic wingmen in the league.
Right, Kevin. This guy's got great reach and frame for the position he plays, and he's always been able to dazzle at times, but he can also disappear. So this guy's got to find that ability to get involved and stay active.
Bender, he's checked in for the Suns. Players going to great lengths to improve their performance and extending their prime years. We're seeing it all over the league. Doris, it amazes me.
I heard a number of LeBron James spending 7 figures a year.
Wow.
That's a 1 in 6 zeros to take care of his body.
No kidding.
Right, making an investment in your future. Understanding nutrition to training to recovery. Listen, you have a limited window, Kevin, to make money with your body if you're a professional athlete. So why you wouldn't want to extend that window as long as possible? You're playing a kid's game for fun, Kevin. Come on, let's lengthen it out if we can.
Here's Martin, and they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. And it's the Suns with the ball. That's tipped, and so it looks like the Suns will retain possession here. So for the Magic, Jonathan Isaac comes in for Khem Birch, and Terrence Ross is subbed in for Vucevic. Here's Patrick. Phoenix, no good that time either. Orlando's gone ice cold from three-point land, 0 of 4 since the start of the final quarter. Isaac passes to Augustine. Kicks it out to Gordon. Augustine in the corner. Ross against Booker. Just 5 on the clock. That's good from Augustine. The assist from Ross.
I'll tell you, he takes the window of opportunity and delivers a nice pass into the post.
AI outside. In the corner, Holmes with it. Booker outside. Now, here's Holmes. Defended by Gordon. Hunter. Kept alive. And Ayton throws it down.
And just scrapes and claws for that offensive rebound and doesn't take any chances there with the putback.
And GA, strong work all around. And the rebound and the stuff both. Wow. Bamba kicks to Ross. Now here is Augustine. Guarded closely. Outside Gordon. Over Booker. Good D by Booker. Suns leading by 23.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Suns.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought. An all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that. And man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And for the year now, they'll be tallying their 16th win.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for DeAndre Ayton.
You can set a tone with defense, and that's exactly what he did with how he protected the rim. And giving the fans what they came to see, a spirited performance.
Yeah, it really was. They wanted this home win badly, and they went out and took it.
Grant, that's good.
Boy, I'll tell you, it takes a lot of confidence to go with the floater. That is not as easy as it looks.
Here's Patrick, and he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
And that's a killer instinct on display as they try to put this one on ice.
I think that's exactly the mentality you have to have. You don't want to give this team any hope of coming back.
Free throw, no good for AI. On offense, here are the Magic. Ross finds Grant, and he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. And Phoenix gets called for the foul. The free throw drops for Grant. So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses. Here's Patrick, and he converts the layup.
If you're going in amongst the trees, you have got to be aggressive.
Well, he went all in there. He embraces the challenge and somehow finishes with the layup.
That's tipped, nabbing another steal. And that's his 6th steal of the night.
Imposing his will at the defensive end.
Beyond the arc. That one doesn't drop. And so it's Phoenix easily grabbing this one. It was a tale of two teams tonight, one that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.
Alrighty then. Better. So much better.
AI, do you have a second to answer some questions for Griff?
Yeah, sure.
Thanks, AI. You really blew him out of the water tonight. What does it mean to not only get a win, but one in such a convincing fashion?
Hey, thanks, Griff. I mean, it was definitely a team effort. You know, sometimes you can win if it's a close game and one or two of you guys are off, but you don't get results like tonight unless everybody is absolutely bought into the game plan and fully locked in.
Well, then I'd say you were fully locked in. It was an impressive game by any account.
Thank you, thank you. Now we just got to come out and do it again in the next game.
Best of luck with that.
Appreciate you, man.
Thanks, everyone. Let's move on. Thanks, AI.
You know what? Let's go up against LeBron and Super Lakers. We are away, so...
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Greetings, everybody. Welcome to 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson here with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Tonight, we'll see the Los Angeles Lakers playing against the Phoenix Suns. Well, for the Suns, they've won 8 of their last 10, looking really strong. They've got to be pleased. So we're right around halfway through the season. Jack, a lot of trade discussions happening. What are your keys to making a great deal?
Well, it depends on your goal. You want to win now? You want to win later? A combination of both? Does your analysis ever make changes out of emotion?
Well, acquiring players that fit your system. You have to have a system first. That's the key. And if your trade looks too good to be true, it probably is.
I meant to say do your analysis, never make changes out of emotion.
Okay.
See, I was emotional when I was talking about it.
Well, I heard you. I understood it. I understood
All right.
it.
You did?
Not really, but.
Me either. And now with the tip-off coming up shortly, It's time to send it to Kevin Harlan for the call.
Have a big night, my man.
It's time for the NBA, live on 2K Sports. Along with our broadcast, Anthony and David Aldridge, Kevin Harlan, I hope you'll join us in welcoming our very special guest to the broadcast tonight. The terrific, the legendary Kobe Bryant has put on a headset and placed himself at our broadcast position. Kobe, this is really terrific. Thank you for coming by.
No, I'm always happy to stop by.
Lakers are enjoying this break from the road. They went to Phoenix for their last meeting with the Suns and came out with a win.
And always tough on the road, but that attack mindset that they brought offensively, I really felt like that set them apart.
Well, also great execution. Let's not forget about that. Being active gets you only so far if you lack the discipline.
And we've got time for a quick pregame report. With that being said, let's head to the sideline and our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. D.A.?
Well, guys, Lonzo Ball knew the Lakers needed a leader, and he thought he could fill that hole. He said a lot of it is natural. I think you're either born a leader or you're not. Now, the Ball family does not shy away from controversy, and it didn't last season either. So none of us know exactly where this is going to end up. Kevin?
Thanks, David. Well, Kobe, you're known as one of the greatest Lakers of all time. I know you feel there are a lot of guys in that first line of the sentence, right?
No doubt.
Yeah.
No doubt. Guys that I've watched growing up. I mean, listen, I go all the way back to the days of Pollard and Mikan, and I've watched them all, let alone the Baylors, the Chamberlains, the Jabbars, the Worthies. I mean, it's just...
What names?
I mean, what franchise has those?
No one.
Right? I mean, if you look up in the rafters and you see all the jerseys that are hanging up there, they're not some of the all-time Laker greats. They're some of the all-time greats, period. Right? And so to be a part of that franchise is just mind-blowing.
So Phoenix will get the first possession. And now the opening lineup for Phoenix. Booker and Warren on the perimeter. Ayton is out there with Holmes, and it's Patrick in at the point.
And it's always nice to get the easy look inside for your first points of the game.
And so it's the Suns getting on the board first. Here's LeBron. That shot off the mark. The Suns go the other way with it. Booker the pass to Patrick. Shoots over Ball. And AI gets it to go on the assist by Booker.
And just enough wiggle room to get off his shot.
Well, when you're at a size disadvantage, sometimes the mid-range is better than inside. You get a little more space. You don't allow the shot blocker to get up on you, and also you can use your handles and your quickness.
Now, here's Kuzma. Playing Dallas, he was nearly unstoppable. Whistle blows, basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
Oh, yeah. Can't shake Kuzma. Even when you try to get physical with him, he maintains his focus.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
Numbers this year at the line below 70, so when he's getting to the line, not nearly as effective as you'd like.
One shot.
And that one misses.
Yeah, and for being the 27th pick in the 2017 draft, Kuzma has made his mark early, already surpassed expectations. And look, he's not an easy man to defend. He'll get his points one way or another.
Here's James. Devin Booker picking up that last basket. And Ball slams it in.
And folks, those are hops you just don't see from that one spot every day.
Well, that's why he is such an uncommon talent.
Fellas, isn't that why you like to have a great point guard who can make a play above the rim like that?
And as the focal point offensively, reading the defense, so critical to have that split-second reaction and trying to figure out where their defense is going in such a short time frame. It's amazing.
Well, that's part of the magic trick because it's already figured out, right, through film. So when I watch a game, I know what their coverages are. Right, so I know
you could figure out what, because there's so many coverages. I mean, let's face it.
But you know, they all kind of do the same thing, right? So when you watch the game, you know, if I'm preparing for the Bulls or preparing for whoever, I can look and see what their defensive packages are because they can't just throw something new in there, right? Because they've been doing this defense since training camp,
right?
So you're generally going to see the same rotations. So now I can put guys on the floor and set up the pieces to take advantage of that rotation.
Oh, he had him spinning. He looks like he's dizzy after that crossover.
If you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Here's Harris. He had 22 points in the win against Dallas.
And how about his defense? I mean, 4 blocks on the night. They couldn't keep him down.
Now, here's Warren. After the miss from Corey Harris. AI in the post. He's covered by Ball. And Ayton throws it down.
And it's the way Ayton uses his body inside. It's what allows him to get so close to the basket.
Now here's LeBron. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against Dallas.
Oh, well, his rebounding stood out too. He gave them a big lift on the board.
Here's Ball. 6-point game. And it's McGee with the jam.
Oh, look at that awareness of Ball. Fantastic at recognizing when his teammates are wide open.
And a tremendous Unleash Chaos replay coming to you courtesy of Under Armour Hover Havoc. Warren on the wing. Covered by LeBron. Down low. Here's Patrick. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Ball. Five to shoot.
Go inside. Go inside.
AI kicks to Ayton. Rebound the Lakers. They want to keep it rolling here following the win against Dallas.
Really an intimidating style of defense. I mean, they challenged everything at the rim, and that led them to victory.
That was a big-time block party. Even several shots they didn't even get a hand on were effective.
Let's talk about something that I know fascinates basketball fans, Kobe, having that competitive streak, which is something that runs deep for you. Talk about the desire to dominate and completely destroy your opponent.
Well, it's the spirit of competition, right? I don't think you're doing anybody any service by going out there and competing half-hearted. Right? If you truly respect the person that you're facing, then the right thing to do is to compete as hard as you possibly can against them to bring the best out of them. And that's on both ends of the floor. You can't be a one-way dominant player. You can't just compete on the offensive end and take it off on the defensive end. You got to play both sides of the ball.
Your motor never stopped. I mean, that's from our perspective on the sideline, watching you play on both ends of the floor, like you said.
Yeah, you got to keep going. And to do that, you have to train really, really hard in the off-season. I mean, that's a lot of conditioning. It's a lot of weight training, right? You have to train in extraordinary ways in order to do extraordinary things.
Impressive at using the pick and roll. Ayton slips well to the basket after setting that screen.
Passes it to McGee, and it's McGee with the jam.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
For Phoenix, they've gone 8 of 12 on field goal attempts so far. Patrick passes to Ayton. Out to AI. The pass to Holmes. Now Booker. Over Harris. A nice shot by Booker. Booker's got his second bucket of the game to go. And here is Los Angeles now, trailing by 4. Harris looking it over. Over Booker. And he gets that one to go off the front iron.
You got to admire the focus. The way Harris stays concentrated on the basket, shrugging off the defense.
Now, here's AI. He's coming off a 25-point game against Orlando.
And look, it was more than his scoring. He was dominant on D. His steal numbers for that game were crazy.
And that's a foul called on T.J. Warren. That's foul number 2 for him.
Already his second foul. He's in danger of getting into serious foul trouble early in this game.
Josh Jackson's checked in for T.J. Warren. To the paint. Toby, a lot of guys would keep written notebooks on team styles, individual players. Some do it mentally. What did you do?
I used to do that too at the start, and then I started kind of looking at the lineage of coaches. I started figuring out that most of them come from the same coaching pedigree. Therefore, the defensive packages are pretty much the same.
So you studied coaches.
Well, yeah, because the defensive schematics are all the same. Like, if you look around now, how many Popovich disciples do you have?
A lot.
Right, so you're essentially playing against the same defensive strategy that you would see against a Popovich team. The same offensive philosophy that you would see from a Popovich team. Right? So it's all consistent. It's all there.
Now, here's Ayton. Here's Patrick. A rebound by the Lakers. McGee's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And stolen by AI. Pass to Holmes. AI kicks to Holmes. Back to AI. Pass to Ayton. The Suns need to get a shot off. Jackson in the corner. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. And Los Angeles with some changes. Tyson Chandler, he's checked in for JaVale McGee. Brandon Ingram comes in for Harris. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Ball. And the Suns also making a change. Bridges, he's checked in for Richaun Holmes. Lakers trail by 4. Here's the teardrop. He lays it in.
And at his best is Rondo when he's attacking in the paint. Beautiful little floater there. Easy to get it up and over the defense.
Now, here's AI. He's been putting up the points on a very steady basis, averaging around 17.5 points a game.
Nice pass there to set that basket up.
So it's the Lakers now. And here is LeBron. One of the most consistent producers in the league. He's averaging around 25.5 points a game. Kuzma can't get it to go. Phoenix leading by 4. And here's Booker from the arc. A three-pointer is right on target. Booker's got 7 points in the game.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
And Kobe, one aspect that always stood out about your career and dedication was your work ethic. What motivated you to continue to work hard, even into your last year in the NBA, when your body sometimes would say, no more work, right? No more work.
Yeah, I love the process. You know, I love the process more than the actual game, you know, because it's a puzzle. You have to figure out how things are going to work. Okay, my ankles won't loosen up. How do I get them to loosen up? Right? Contrast therapy, stretch, modalities, strength training, right? So it's a constant puzzle.
That would take hours and hours and hours.
And hours. Yeah. Very tedious things, but it's like a quest. You're trying to figure out what's going to work, right? It's the little challenges along the way that always kept me interested.
And Stevenson's checked in for Kyle Kuzma.
I mean, I don't know, Kirby. I actually passed the ball to my teammates. Just saying, sir.
Now Holmes. He's coming off a 10-point game against Orlando.
And his impact wasn't just on offense. He played great D, blocked 2 shots. I mean, there wasn't a whole lot he didn't do in that game.
McGee with the block. Fast break, the Lakers. Harris with the ball on the court for the Suns. We've got Crawford. Warren is out there with Holmes. Then it's AI. And it's Daniels in at the 2. Now, here's AI. Inside, here's Holmes. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. The Suns shooting their first free throws of this. That free throw missing. He hits the second from the line. For Los Angeles, they've gone 6 of 9 in the second quarter. Some good work from the field. And slam dunk by Harris.
And as soon as Harris gets a burst of speed, it's over. Loves finishing with power.
Patrick passes to Warren. Back to AI. He kicks to Crawford. 6 to shoot.
Come on, go around.
Outside Warren. Fires the 3. There's JaVale McGee with the rebound. McGee's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Kobe, you played your entire career with the Los Angeles Lakers. Was there any point during that span where it looked like you might be playing someplace else?
Oh, yeah. It was, I think it was after the 06 season.
Chicago?
Going into 07, it was Chicago.
Yes.
was an option.
Yes.
They thought about dealing me to Detroit. That was another option. And I was really frustrated because at that time, we had trades that were available that they never pulled the trigger on. And I came to find out that, well, we just want to keep the cap as low as we can, have Kobe put on these stellar individual performances, generate massive amounts of revenue. And I wasn't okay with that.
You want championships.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You know, it was like, listen, Shaq left. The challenge was issued of, can I win a championship without this man? And come hella high water, I'm going to get this thing done. Right? So,
and you did.
Yeah. You either got to get on or get out the way.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, guys, Kyle Kuzma had a tough upbringing in Flint, Michigan. He said they had the recession, lead in the water. It was like an urban war zone. We probably moved 14 times before I was 16. Basketball was my key. And his drive to succeed in the NBA was born of a desire to escape that environment. Kevin?
A tremendous work ethic, David. Thank you.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
And so it's Harris who will bring it up for the Lakers. It's a 3-point game. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Ball's got his 5th assist in this one. AI left side. Good ball movement here by the Suns. Right side Warren. Here's Daniels. And a miss there on the triple.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical. And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Phoenix has got nothing but zeros from long range in the second quarter. 0 of 4. AI kicks to Holmes. Passes it to Daniels. Off target from 3-point range. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. And Kobe, I remember you saying that curiosity is such a valuable trait in a player. I bet the triangle was a very intriguing offense for you to learn and grasp.
Oh yeah, it created such a system. It's like, jazz. When people watch jazz musicians orchestrating, it seems as if they're freelancing, but they're freelancing with a built-in structure. You have to have structure in order to be able to freelance and create these amazing things. And the triangle gave unbelievable structure. And some of the people that I've talked to that have competed against the triangle and lost against the triangle, whether it was to us or to the Bulls, all lament about the triangle's the biggest crock of garbage. It was just you and Michael. And I said, you know what? Let's have a conversation about that. Do you remember this play Yeah. Okay, that play happened at the moment it happened with 2 minutes to go in the fourth quarter because we knew in the first minute of the game when we ran it, you did this defensively. So we said, okay, they did that. Check. We'll wait. Okay, now let's look at this action. Okay, this action, how are they playing this action? They're playing it that way. All right, check. Hold it. We'll wait.
Interesting.
Right? And so in the fourth quarter, we're able to take advantage. Why? Because we have a structure. From that structure, we know what you are doing, and we know how to counter what you're doing. Right? There's a reason Michael can look at Steve Kerr in the timeout and said, be ready. How would he know that?
Yeah, right.
How would he know that unless he knew every time he drove middle, Stockton was coming over to help on his dribble penetration? He could have made that pass to Steve Kerr in the first quarter, second quarter, third quarter. Why did he wait?
Oh, that's good stuff. Crawford outside. The feed to AI. Can they get it? And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. The Suns shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game.
And when you look at that free throw percentage on the season, they're right around 73%.
And he can't get the first one. And the second free throw, good. And the Lakers have possession. 3-point lead. Now here is Harris. He's guarded closely. The pass to Kuzma. Kicks it to Ball. 5 to shoot. And the Black Mamba nickname, one of the things that I think fans really embrace. They know you for that. How did that all come about?
Well, honestly, watching Kill Bill.
Oh, no kidding.
No kidding. It came straight from Tarantino. When I saw him, I thanked him for it.
Oh, I like that story.
Yep, came straight from there. I looked at it and said, wow, that's an interesting ad. Look it up.
Makes sense.
Makes complete sense.
Right? Yeah. And you like that? You like that nickname?
I did. It became my alter ego. Yeah. Right? So when I'm at home, I'm like a big teddy bear. I'm like a human jungle gym with my kids. But when I strap up my Mambas, I enter that zone. Right? I enter that don't play around zone.
I like that zone.
Yeah.
Your opponents didn't like that zone. Now here is Harris. 11 points in the game. Back to Kuzma. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. A chance now to check out how the All-Star voting is shaping up. You look at AI. He's got a place in the starting lineup as it stands now. He's at number 5 in the Western Conference. And it seems like the anticipation just continues to build each year around this time of the season. Gonna be a fantastic weekend. Crawford outside. AI left side. That puts them in the lead. AI's got 13 points.
He's finally got into rhythm here in the second. His shooting percentage has taken a nice jump.
Ball kicks to Harris. Ball dishes to McGee. Stolen by McGee. Yep, that one goes. McGee's got 11 points in the quarter.
Well, it's nice to have an option like him every time down the court.
Patrick passes to Holmes. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. And the Suns lead by 1.
He played a very solid first quarter, and now he's taking it up a notch here in the second.
I'd like to give a big thank you once again to Kobe Bryant for coming by, and feel free anytime to drop by and join our broadcast.
No, thank you, man. It's been wonderful. Thank you for having me.
And you know, Chris, you and Kobe both playing from the same era of the NBA. He was sharing his thoughts about current trends in the league. Do you feel it's different from when you and Kobe both played?
Oh, definitely. I mean, when you look now, I do think that the game has changed, but I just think that's great because the game has evolved. Great players have come before us. Great players come and try to get better after that. And I think right now what you see is the accumulation of some great players and then young players studying the game and taking it to a new level. So can't wait to see where the game goes.
Here's what the Lakers are going with right now. James checked in for JaVale McGee. Ingram comes in for Josh Hart. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Lonzo Ball.
Didn't have a free throw in the first quarter, but you can see he's starting to play with more energy now. He has a tougher attitude.
And Stevenson's checked in for Harris. The Lakers with LeBron wasted no time trying to surround him with free agent signings, Greg, to help round out the supporting cast.
Names came in rapid succession after LeBron committed. Caldwell Pope, Rondo, Stevenson all joined in short order. We'll see how far this team goes, but you cannot deny how interesting things have gotten with this roster.
And so James will bring it up for the Lakers. They trail by 1. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And when engaged, Rondo is special. A triple-double threat who does a...
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Well, the first half for you, offensively, you were very efficient. What has been the key to get that done?
Well, shoot around the key.
I think it's all about finding good shots. You know, you can't shoot a high percentage if you're forcing things, you know. So I've tried to be selective, and my teammates have done a good job getting me some easy looks.
Great job of letting the game come to you instead of forcing things. Kevin?
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
Yeah, so shoot it around the box. And as time goes forward, I can shoot further and further behind.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. It's been quite a game for JaVale McGee.
And I loved in that first half that they were patient, looked for good shots, and knocked them down.
Yeah, and then it wasn't all dunks. I mean, they were squaring up with confidence, and that became contagious.
Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. So for the Lakers right now, LeBron and Kuzma make up the forwards. Lonzo Ball out there with Harris, and it's McGee in at the 5, roaming the paint. Lakers trail by 6. To the middle. Here's LeBron. And it's McGee with the jam.
And that's an example of willpower right there, guys. I mean, grabbing the offensive rebound and then going back up strong.
And GA, in a close game like this where every possession is critical, that could prove to be a very big one.
Yeah, fellas, a putback like that is always a big swing, not just in terms of points, but the momentum, too.
And Warren, here we go. And stolen by Kuzma. Ball with it. AI picks him up. And James throws it down.
James is effective at getting near the basket. Always look to dunking it home.
And for the Suns, they're shooting indicative of smooth offensive play. Up at 60%. They're a machine from the floor.
And that's how you answer. I'd say he just one-upped him. Pretty good one there.
These two guys really, really like going at each other, don't they?
Oh! Textbook. Oh, wow. In your face. And James simply one of the best dunkers in NBA history, I have to say. Highly creative in how he throws it down.
And a terrific bit of chaos there in the replay presented by the Under Armour Hover Havoc. AI can't hit. The Lakers trail with a tie. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Holmes got his 5th rebound in this one. 8 feet away. Here's Patrick. Scores the bucket. He's 7 for 11 and continues to look good.
Nice and steady so far in the second half. They're 3 for 4.
And he comes up with the deuce. 8 points for LeBron.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
Stolen by McGee. And oh, here we go. Here is nobody back. And the dunk by James.
Just really unselfish there. Harris is someone who knows when one of his guys is wide open.
Patrick passes to Ayton.
Oh, what are you doing,
And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
They made the most of their halftime adjustments. They're shooting 80% so far in the second half.
Free throw drops for Ayton. The back-to-the-basket scoring, obviously more uncommon these days than it was in the past. Can we even say now with any kind of certainty, Chris, who has the best hook shot in the game?
The best hook shot in the game by far, still belongs to Tony Parker. No, he is not a big man, but he did lead the league in paint scoring when he was in his prime. Now a little bit older, he can still get to it. When Tony Parker gets in that paint, Kevin, he has the best jump hook. When I played in the game, the only guy that I respected their jump hook as much as mine was his jump hook, because he would float it over bigs so easy.
No kidding.
Oh, no kidding, Kev. He still has the best jump hook floater in the game. That's right, that man Tony Parker.
The Suns leading. To the inside. Lays it up off the glass. Ayton's got 17.
And this is where Ayton does the most damage. Inside, feels like he can score on anyone.
Harris kicks to LeBron.
Oh, what the?
Little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Harris finds James. 5 on the clock. Here's Kuzma. No good on the triple.
Oh, it's a confidence shaker when you can't hit a wide open three like that.
Hedrick pass to Booker. Holmes with it. 13 points in the game. Back to AI. And it's LeBron James with the rebound. James has got 6 rebounds in the game. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Remember, T.J. Warren, he averaged 25 a game his second season at NC State. You want to know his role in the NBA? It's quite simple. A professional scorer.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Caldwell Pope's checked in. And with Warren, with kind of an old school approach, Greg, very active with his mid-range game.
And this guy can get buckets around that rim. As he stretches his range, I think he'll only get more and more dangerous.
Count it.
For the most part, he's been sitting back tonight, letting his teammates carry the load. Nothing wrong with that.
Lakers trail by 7. Here's Caldwell Pope from out on the wing. He knocks it down. 7 points in the game.
I love the form that Caldwell Pope has. When he's open in the mid-range, he feels comfortable rising up from there.
Here's Holmes. Count that as his 7th field goal, 9 tries. He's shooting 78%.
That's a perfect setup. Solid screen, defender can't avoid it. Opens up a clear path to the bucket.
And so it's Harris who will bring it up for the Lakers. Pass to Kuzma. Takes a 3. The Lakers keep it alive. Fresh 24. McGee the pass to LeBron. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. And Caldwell Pope gets the basket.
And Caldwell Pope can be a volume three-point shooter, meaning when he gets a lot of attempts from there, he can fill it up from downtown.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, of course, there's no shortage of storylines in Los Angeles. Now, last season, some people thought that Lakers coach Luke Walton had lost his players, and the front office seemed slow to come to his defense. Now, Walton was a high-profile hire from Golden State in 2016, and you wonder if the Lakers will remain committed to their young coach if they can't start winning more regularly. Kevin?
All right, David, thank you.
Well, he has to work harder to get a good high percentage look. I mean, he's been taking some bad shots out there.
Yeah, liking the vision there from Caldwell Pope, looking to get his guys going when they're open.
And Ayton the bucket on the assist by AI. Ayton's got 9 points here in the second half. Lakers trail by 4. Harris kicks to James. Shoots over Warren. Rebound by the Suns.
He'll be beating himself up if they can't come back because he is not carrying his weight at the offensive end.
Passes to Booker. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Now, here's Warren. 8 points for him. There's the pass to Patrick, and stolen by LeBron. Caldwell Pope with a wide open look, and a miss there on the triple. Suns leading by 4. From beyond the arc. Here's AI. He's got 17. And that's out of bounds. Phoenix will retain possession. And the Lakers with some changes.
Oh, okay. Alrighty.
Setting the floor for the Suns. Booker and Warren on the perimeter. Ayton is out there with Holmes, and it's Patrick in at the 1. Dishes to Ayton. And it's good. Looking quite sharp with 10 of 12 shooting tonight.
Yeah, just proving how fast he can heat up. Once Ayton finds that rhythm, he is going to work.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Warren against LeBron. To the paint. Looking for McGee. He gets it there. An emphatic LU jam.
Excellent court awareness. James has always had terrific instincts as a playmaker.
Patrick passes to Ayton. And stolen by Kuzma. For 3. And it's Ayton with the rebound.
And you know what? If you're the defense, you got him right where you want him. Let him keep shooting those threes because he's been brutal in this half.
And AI gets it to go.
Against length, he does a nice job of creating just enough separation.
Yeah, but he has a big height advantage, but that's somewhat mitigated out there on that perimeter when you got to come check him.
Caldwell Pope for 3. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. And that's 13 points for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Patrick passes to Holmes.
I guess not. Pass it back.
Over Harris.
Or not.
Holmes can't get it to go in. Lakers trail by 13. Kuzma inside. Holmes on him. Kuzma kicks to James. Here's Harris. McGee trying to break free. Harris's shot is off. Phoenix has gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by James.
And defensively, great anticipation, making a play there on the ball.
And don't forget about the good hand-eye coordination. I mean, he almost corralled it in for the steal.
Go inside.
To the inside.
There you go. Ayton, what are you doing?
Another possession, another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long. For Los Angeles, they've gone just 2 of 8 in this fourth quarter. The final quarter not treating them well so far. Caldwell-Pope against Booker. Caldwell-Pope finds McGee. Left side, Warren. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth, physical basketball, guys.
You know, when it comes to ongoing contract negotiations, C-Web, how distracting did you find it for those players and for yourself to deal with all that going on?
It can be very distracting if you allow it to take over. What I would suggest for players in those situations, whether you're a restricted free agent or a free agent, I would give you one piece of advice, and I think LeBron has epitomized this. Don't talk about it. Don't talk about what team or what pending teams or what city you like to go swimming in or you and your wife visit in the summer, because all that does is create confusion. And all it does is send a message to fans and other players that maybe you're thinking about something that you can't control at that time. And so usually I think you should go introspective. You should work as hard as you can to improve and to get better. But that is something that definitely can distract you. And so hopefully you have a great layer of people that can be barriers from kind of the outside noise. The contract is going to be what it's going to be. And the only way you can continue to prove your worth is by going out there, executing every day on the court.
Good stuff. Holmes passes to Patrick over Caldwell-Pope off the left rim and out.
And low percentage look on that one. Not sure what he was thinking.
Well, sometimes you get a little outside of yourself. You have to be a little more disciplined.
AI kicks to Ayton. Booker outside. Over in the corner, Warren. 6 on the shot clock. The dish to AI. Doesn't go that time. And the Lakers take it the other way. Tipped away and stolen by AI. And he overshot that one, missing. And so James will bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. It's a 14-point game. Sinks the triple.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here, the triple.
The Suns have gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the fourth and even 50%. Here's Holmes. Warren trying to break loose. Holmes, good.
And every move he makes looks like the right one at this point.
Well, he's extremely accurate. Here, coming down the stretch, trying to see if he can close this one out.
And the Lakers call time here. We've seen AI really making a difference here.
Yeah, he's just torching them right now. A good decision to huddle up, kind of hit the reset button, and figure out how to slow his roll.
And now we get a chance to check out our Jordan Player of the Game.
Yeah, it's his job to keep their offense ticking, and tonight he's earned his keep. He's been able to find open teammates everywhere, feeding the post, creating open jump shots on the perimeter. His passing has been the best element of his game.
I don't think anyone in this building saw this coming. I'm sure that of the players who these fans thought would beat them, his name was not at the top of the list. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Luke Walton was saying to the team. He told them flat out, we are turning the ball over too much, guys. We can't keep making the hero ball play. Slow it down, run the offense, and make the safe pass. Back to you, Kevin.
A tenacious penetrator. Can't give Harris any lanes there to the rim. That's just asking for trouble.
AI with the bucket.
And I like that they're not settling. Getting the ball on the interior, 8 of their last 10 coming that way.
Harris dishes to Caldwell Pope. To the paint. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. To the middle, and stolen by LeBron. Caldwell Pope left side, and that one drops for him. Caldwell Pope's got 10 points in just the second half.
And the versatility of Caldwell Pope, not just the scorer from outside, but also a threat to shoot the ball close to the hoop as well.
Booker finds Warren. Clock at 6. Back to Booker, a 3-ball. The Lakers with the rebound. McGee's got 11 rebounds in the game. Here's Kuzma, and the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
Even under pressure, Kuzma keeps his concentration, refusing to let the defense alter his shot in the paint.
Balls checked in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Suns leading by 8. AI outside. Ayton, the pass to Holmes. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. AI dishes to Ayton. And the Suns get it back. And Booker kicks to AI. And AI throws it down.
And how about a little bit of showmanship there as he increases the lead?
Oh, I like that. That's got to be, though, a tough pill for the defense to swallow.
Yeah, and that's when he starts throwing it down. That's when they're coming at you from all angles.
You got to be aware of Harris there. When he's got good positioning inside, you know he's aiming to break that rim.
And it's JaVale McGee with the foul. That will be foul number 5 on him.
Oh, man. Well, now he's going to be walking a tight line. I mean, one more foul, and his night is a wrap.
AI kicks to Ayton. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Lonzo Ball picks one up.
And you know, DeAndre Ayton, all that hype around him. He goes 7 feet, 250 with that 7'5" wingspan and already produces. But still, he shows considerable upside.
Pass to LeBron. Knocked away. And stolen by AI. Now Holmes. AI outside. He feeds it to Ayton. Lays it up off the glass. Ayton's got 27 points. And here is Harris. A decent amount of time left as they try to find a way back into it.
Yeah, but it will be soon if they don't start cutting into this deficit.
Shot clock at 6. Good again. He's on tonight. 9 for 13 shooting.
Incredible use of the floater there. How do you guard Harris, especially when he's hitting shots like that?
Oh, what the?
And stolen by Kuzma. Ball up top, guarded by Holmes. Ball, the pass to Kuzma. James outside. Fires, high post. They get it back. McGee, the dunk and the foul, a powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. That one on Ayton.
And great effort on the boards, and what a mean that was, Kev. I mean, you just will not see him ever quit on a play.
That guy is a handful. You've got to have a body on him at all times.
Yeah, fellas, he's a monster. He's never seen an offensive rebound he didn't think he could get to.
Plenty of daylight on that shot. And that's 31 points for AI.
Oh, that's a terrific pass. Ayton, with the advanced skill level, he's just going to get better with time.
Here's Harris. Good D by Booker.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
Here's Patrick. Inside, stolen by McGee. Holmes with the steal. AI with it, picked up by Harris. AI dishes to Warren. Back to AI. And the call will go against Corey Harris. That'll be his second foul of the game. AI outside. Shot clock at 5. He kicks it to Ayton. Stolen by McGee.
Oh, great steal. Is there an aspect of this game they haven't controlled?
And LeBron James gets it to go.
Gotta admire the focus. James not allowing the D to get the better of him.
Knocks it loose. Booker the pass to Patrick. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Yeah, with this lead, that's probably going to do it. Fans heading for the exits.
Wow, this is just a huge road win. These guys banded together. Just an awesome performance.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. Tyson Chandler is checked in for JaVale McGee. Lance Stevenson comes in for Kyle Kuzma. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, he's checked in for Harris. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Ball.
And that's a killer instinct on display as they try to put this one on ice.
Well, they've gotten serious, stringing together some game-winning buckets.
Los Angeles calls timeout. They're trailing by 9. 19 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, what's your take?
And this is what happens when you dig yourself a hole it's hard to climb out of.
Well, they can only blame themselves. A few missed opportunities, some miscues that they'd like to have back. It all adds up.
Drains it from beyond the arc.
And it's easy to see why Harris has the ball when it's close. Knows when to elevate his game.
And they go to the intentional foul.
That's right. You need me. I am the Suns.
2 shots.
So the first one drops, and that makes it a 7-point lead. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's an 8-point game. And the Lakers call time here. They trail by 8. 12 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Guys, what's your take?
And this is what happens when you dig yourself a hole it's hard to climb out of.
Well, they can only blame themselves. A few missed opportunities, some miscues that they'd like to have back. It all adds up.
Oh, come on. Do you want this team
Here's
to
Rondo.
lose?
No good on the quick three.
Jeez.
Here's Melton. So the Suns win it. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Yeah, Kobe, that's you.
Thank you, Kevin. Congratulations on the win. You all were dominant in the fourth quarter. What produced all that energy down the stretch?
You know, DA, this might sound strange, but I was feeling better in the fourth quarter than I was in the first. You know, when other guys were getting worn down, I was just getting warmed up. So I kind of took advantage. I went out and I just locked down that win.
Looked like you had a spare tank and you tapped into it at just the right time. Congratulations. Kevin, back to you.
David, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long and good night, everyone.
I did it. I beat Kobe and the Super Lakers. Well, LeBron's on the team. Kobe and the Super Lakers, damn it. Damn, 4 times for the takeover meter. Alright.
No, way that we came with that assist, man, that was crazy. That was
AI, we've got some questions lined up for you.
Oh, yeah? Okay, shoot.
Here.
Hey.
What's up, Griff?
Hey, I thought I'd take a different approach and ask you about something not directly related to the game. I want to know how you feel about the fans.
Fans, huh? I mean, yeah, they're all right, but, you know, wouldn't be much to cheer for if we weren't out there busting our behinds night in and night out.
That's a bit of a controversial take, isn't it?
No, I don't think it's controversial at all. You know, I'm just giving the players they do. You know, I see how much work each and every one of them puts in every night, all season long, and I think they deserve more credit than they're being given, that's all.
Okay, not the answer I expected, but a good one nonetheless. Thanks again, AI.
It is what it is, man. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, AI. Guys, let's go see if the coach is ready to take a few questions, yeah?
Oh, lose fans? Oh, okay, whatever. Alright, well, I think I'm gonna stop it right here. We are reaching the 3-hour mark, about 2:45 in, so let me stop right here and we will continue hopefully tomorrow. But this is Obi-Wan signing out. Take a quick look at the league stats. about 500 from the field, so that's not too bad. Standings division-wise, second behind Golden State. Kobe and the Super Lakers, Sacramento, and then the LA Clippers. Yeah, so things are really kind of picking up a little bit. Portland will be a tough game. Always Golden State. Toronto and Boston, maybe Philly. And still can't believe that Detroit is leading the Central with 10-10. So, but nonetheless, this is Obi-Wan signing out. I'll see y'all next time for the new episode 12. Take care, everyone. Have a good night, and I'll see y'all later.